Alexander, as we get ready for the start of the second quarter between Miami and Portland, we are pleased to be joined by Chauncey Billups, head coach for the Portland Trailblazers. We appreciate you spending some time with us. How has your time in Vegas been so far?
It's been long, but it's been good, though. It's been good, though. It's been good. It's just good always watching, these young guys get the opportunity to showcase and play well, and also some of my young coaches, to be able to get this type of experience. So it's been fun.
Can we talk about the coaching part of it, too? Because we see Caron Butler from Miami, and we see a lot of guys, former players. What is it like as a coach during the summer getting this kind of experience?
Well, these guys, they all have admirations of being head coaches, and it just gives them a small sample size of what it is. It's a lot of guys on all of these teams, and, they're getting the ATO packages together, late game stuff, and it's just fun. It's just fun to be able to see it. By the way, I'm happy for Caron, being able to get this opportunity.
Shrift, now, it's funny for me to hear you and hear him talk about his young guys. Because this is one of my young guys, by the way. His second year in the NBA, we were together in Denver. But, of course, you were a third draft pick, correct?
Yes, I was the third pick, yes.
Right behind Tim Duncan, Keith Van Horn?
Yes, yes.
And you went into a scenario which probably wasn't the best fit for you as a rookie. But you found a way with us in Denver the next year really to establish yourself as a big-time NBA player. Now as you take on a third pick, and Scoot Henderson, him about what he's going to be seeing in the NBA.
I think the biggest thing for me with Scoot, and as you said, I struggled when I came into the league, and it wasn't anybody's fault. I just wasn't quite ready, man. And I'm playing. I luckily got a chance to learn from when I came to Denver, yourself and Nick Van Exel and guys that kind of took me under their wing, which was awesome. But I told Scoot I just want to be, for him, what I needed at that time. But he's going to have to earn everything. He's going to have to earn it. He has no problem with that. Our talks have been really good, in terms of our film work. And, he listens intensely, to what I'm talking about. He respects the game. He respects the legends of the game. We talk about other players that I learned stuff from. He knows these guys, man. Most of these 19-year-olds and 20, they don't know. Right. I got a lot of guys on my team. They never seen me play.
Yeah. Well, they missing it. Four-time. No, wait a minute. I was corrected on this because I called you the four-time Mr. Basketball in the state of Colorado all the time. But I was corrected. Somebody said it's actually 3, correct?
It's 3, and it's only 3 because they started it my sophomore year.
Oh, so there was no Mr. Basketball award during your freshman year?
No, but I did get Player of the Year, though.
So really it's 4. So I was right. I'm trying to figure out who it was that corrected me on that. I was right. 4-time Mr. Basketball, my guy. And then, Shrift, I need you to introduce Chauncey the way that you said on going out to the break.
Oh, Chauncey, but Billups.
There you go.
Yo, my man Mace. Shout out to my man Mace. The all-time greatest announcer, man.
He's so good they put him in the video game.
Yes.
That's how good he is.
Yeah, he is. He's amazing.
Now, how much time have you had? And I know oftentimes when you guys come to Summer League, you come to Vegas, you get on the court with guys well before games or on the days off from games. You have an opportunity to be in there with them at practices. And, of course, then it's not the Summer League coaches, but it's actually you working with the guys.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I'll come and watch all of these games. And then, the off days when we practice, I'm obviously at practice and I'm trying to help them, in ways that we may struggle, or some of the young guys that are seeing these things for the first time. It's good to always hear, from the head coach, which would also validate the coaches that are coaching right now.
How about Chris Murray? We've seen him out here with a nice-looking jump shot, the smooth touch. What have you liked about his game so far?
You know what? He plays the game with intensity that you can't see. He looks very calm and quiet, but he really is competing out there. He has a pretty high IQ. He can really shoot it. He plays the game the right way. And I think he's going to be a really, really good pro.
Shaedon Sharpe not playing tonight, but he's one of those guys, in my opinion, who's made that second-year sophomore leap, what we've seen from him in Summer League. What are you expecting from him moving forward in his second year?
Well, Shea understands that, he's going to be depended on from here on. Last year we brought him along slowly. He needed it. But going forward, we're going to need Shea to be there and be trusted on both ends of the floor. Defensively, take the challenge every single night. Offensively, play the right way. And he, too, he's very focused on trying to get that done.
You focus on the players and their growth and what they've been learning. How about you as a coach? Now heading into your third season, what have you learned and how has your coaching style evolved in the NBA?
Yeah, I've learned so much, man. I've only been, obviously, head coach 2 years, but it's been a heck of a 2 years. It's been a lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of influx, but I've learned so much along the way, and I've been lucky, to have great players, that buy in to what I'm trying to do and what I believe in. I see the game the same way I played the game, and that's unselfishly on both ends of the floor. Playing together, being vocal, talking, being very, very highly competitive. And so for me, I just try to teach that, and no matter who's on the floor, they know my intention at all times.
And I'm glad you said that because I was fortunate to play with Chauncey Billups, one of my favorite teammates of all time. How would you have coached Chauncey Billups?
That's a good question because I was sharing this. Actually, I shared this with Scoop. But Larry Brown, when I got the chance to play for him.
And you were in year 7?
I was in year 6 or 7, something. But I finally was ready, if that makes sense.
I would argue that you were ready earlier, but you had shoulder issues that held you back.
I did. But what he taught me is something that I took with me the rest of my career, and it really changed my career. I was always kind of a scoring point guard. And he taught me the difference between being a scoring point guard and a point guard that could score. And it changed my career. And I thought it changed our team, because I could always just go get a bucket, and most of the times I waited kind of until the fourth quarter to really get going scoring-wise. But I had to set the table for everybody the rest of the way. And Coach Brown was a stickler of that, and he demanded that. And it really did. It changed my career. It really did.
I tell you what, you've done more than enough TV, so it's break time, and we appreciate you spending some time with us, brother. And again, you left TV to go get your coaching job. And don't forget about your boy, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
always make sure you got an assistant with you.
Appreciate y'all.
Good luck in year 3.
Thank you.
How can